I don't look like myself, I feel like. Am I crazy? Hey guys, welcome back to There Goes Infinity. I don't know why I just did a thumbs up. I never do that. But anyway, welcome back to my channel today, guys. If it's your first time viewing one of my videos, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here today. And today, I am actually going to be talking about my own 2019 New Year's resolution goals. I am so scatterbrained today. I've just been working on videos all day long. Finally changed into like normal human decent clothing, so please bear with me. I promise I'm trying to keep my act together, but I'm a little under the weather from allergies, so it's just a lot of stuff going on today. So in my previous video to this one, or one of my previous videos, I talked about how to make New Year's resolutions that you can stick to. If you'd like to go watch that video first, I do recommend it. But today I'm going to be simply talking about some of mine for those of y'all who are a few days into January and still don't know what you would like to pick. So 2018 was a year of lots of learning. It wasn't one of my better years, I would say, but it was still phenomenal in its own special way. There were a lot of things that I improved during 2018 from the year before that, but there's still a lot of room that I feel like I can grow as a person. So one of these main things that was like my one goal that really leapt out at me was finding more validation from within. And what I mean by this is we as people have a tendency to use social media, use YouTube, use numbers as factors to define ourselves in a sense, just because I feel like it's human nature to want to be a part of a group. I still felt like I was constantly looking for validation in other people. When people wouldn't comment on one of my pictures or my videos, they wouldn't watch it, I always felt like this little part of me was telling myself that I had failed, which wasn't really the case. I was using that number or like what people thought to justify it, and it's already kind of weird to be a YouTuber, to be completely honest, especially a small one, because I feel like a lot of people want to use that as a point to ridicule you and laugh at you. And no, I haven't really had any experience being like bullied because of it. That's like a step too far. But I definitely was seeking validation through my content rather than enjoying it for the sake of enjoying it. I think that that's something that I really want to grow in going into 2019, because that mindset of needing to seek validation from other people can be such a burden, because you're starting to think less about what your own needs are. You start feeling worn out, just tired every day. Like, the content that you're making, you're literally just making it so it's out there, not so you enjoy it or you feel proud of it. And I want to change that in 2019. I feel like going in a direction that I'm proud of with my content and just what I'm putting out into the world in general as a person is something that I would like to see happen. Basically, by finding validation in myself, I mean looking inside myself, developing self-confidence, developing self-esteem on top of that which I've already built up until this point. Now this kind of goes into my second one, which is living in the moment. I find that in 2018, as I was making my 1 second a day video, I was realizing how many of these moments I had forgotten. And that sounds crazy, but I find myself in conversations all the time with friends where they mention some really specific story and everyone's laughing and like remembers it, but I literally do not remember it. And I don't think it's like a memory issue, because I remember a lot of things, but I feel like it's happening because I wasn't in the moment when that memory was being made. Like, there was an opportunity to connect with someone that I was totally bypassing, and that's something that I want to improve upon in 2019. Is just when I'm doing something, really do it, really be in that moment, and like dedicate my heart and soul to that very moment, because you can't change the past, you can't necessarily change the future, so focus on the moment that you're in now. Number 3 is manifesting and envisioning a future that I'm proud of. And this goes into the fact that you cannot change your future per se. You can't like go into the future and say, I want this, 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 and this, because there are so many factors that you cannot predict in life. But I would like to start using something called the law of attraction. That a lot of YouTubers have kind of started getting into it, but I found out about it actually 2 years ago from this documentary on Netflix called The Secret. There's also a book with it that I read. Fantastic read, by the way, if you guys are bored during winter break. But it basically details just all of this stuff about manifesting your future, and that is basically envisioning things as if they were already real. Okay, this is really out there, but let's say I want a Range Rover, right? It's a nice car, very cool, very trendy. I want a Range Rover. So the law of attraction basically says that if I envision myself as having a Range Rover in, let's say, like 18 months, if I keep thinking in that mindset, it'll come true. And it sounds like witchcraft. It sounds like total nonsense. I get it. And I was kind of skeptical about it too, just because I'm Catholic. I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. But it is, there's a lot that can be learned from just understanding the basic law of attraction, and you can decide how into it you want to get. It's totally up to you, but I highly recommend a book and a documentary called The Secret. Number 4 is a little more simple, but it's basically rekindling an old friendship. So I have a lot of friendships that I feel like in high school I put them to the side, or like even from way back when, and I would love to just go back and reinvest myself into those friendships, because I know a lot of them didn't end because the other person was toxic to me or they just weren't like a good friend in the first place. I know that there are a handful of people that I just simply did not make the effort as a friend to keep up with them, and I think that that's something that I personally would love to fix in 2019. The next one, number 5, is finding my place on YouTube. I've had a little bit of a hard time finding my niche, like what videos are good balance of what y'all enjoy and what I enjoy to film, but I think that 2019 is going to be the year that I own in more on college videos, since that's what you guys seem to enjoy. But I do want to be more confident about reaching out to like photographers or videographers, or, you know, sometimes putting down that investment to collaborate with someone on making actually high quality content. So you guys will see how I do with that in 2019, but if you are like a photographer or a videographer and you are in Austin, feel free to reach out to me. I do have a business email in like my long description bio thing below all of my videos, so you can reach out to me through that, or by Instagram, which is just @JuliaWeezio. So my last 2 goals are health related ones, because at the very end of 2018 I've started this process of really just changing my lifestyle, and this is because I've battled with acne for God knows how many years, like since I was 12 or 13, so, you know, 6 or 7 years. It's been a long time. And at the end of 2018 is when I finally started really going ham on just fixing it. So I will do a totally separate video on how I got to that point and what I've been doing specifically, and I would love to teach you guys what I end up learning. And my final one is to drink lemon water daily. Lemon water is such a great option too if you are looking to lose weight or you find that you get bloated very easily, because I relate to both of those things. I definitely want to just become not so much like way less or whatever by the end of the year, because weight is kind of a weird factor nowadays to measure anyway, but just overall wellness with my body and how I take care of myself is something that I super duper value. So drinking lemon water every day in the morning has been like top-notch solution for me. I really enjoy it, and it's also not super tough to commit to. Like, it's something that I can do when I like get out of bed in the morning during college. I can go to my kitchen, squeeze a little bit of lemon into a glass of like warm water or even cold water, because I personally like cold drinks in the morning. Squeeze a little bit of lemon in there and voila, it literally keeps you set for the rest of the day in terms of feeling overall balanced and like you have your life together. So I'm gonna try that, because green tea sort of worked for me, but I had a hard time finding brands that were both affordable and didn't have any dirty ingredients in them. So maybe that's just something that I've struggled with. If you have any suggestions though, I'm more than open to take them. So there you have it. Those are my 7 big goals of 2019. That is so crazy to think about. I'm gonna literally I just realized I'm not gonna be a teenager by the end of this year. Oh, sorry, I just had a little bit of a mental crisis, but it's okay. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to There Goes Infinity. Hit the little bell notification next to it so you can get notifications whenever I post a new video. And I cannot wait to see you guys in my next one. I feel like 2019 is gonna be a killer year for all of us. I'm so excited to make videos for you guys. Bye guys. Mwah.